Hey YouTube! I've been wanting to do this channel for a very long time, and I thought it's a new year. Let's just do the channel. So I'm about to be starting my second semester of college in a few days, and I thought, why not talk about my first semester, and maybe it can help other people who are going to be starting college, and I just want some advice about how things kind of go. I know every school is different, but maybe my experience can help other people who don't really know what to expect. But then again, it's not the same for every school. Every school is different. Every school has different systems and different academics. Everything is different. But this is just how my experience went. I go to a relatively small school. Not very many people, but kind of it's a small school. And I started in the fall, like end of August, early September. It was a crazy experience. No matter what other people tell you, you really never know what to expect going into this. It's totally completely different from high school. Starting off, I'm just gonna talk about classes. Just the boring stuff out of the way. My classes were small. I took 5 classes my first semester. My high school was somewhat advanced, so the academics were somewhat challenging, but it wasn't to the point where it was like, oh my goodness, I don't know anything that's going on, because some of the stuff that was going on in my classes, like my math class and my English class, for example, I had learned some of the stuff previously in high school that some other people may not have known. It was still challenging because, of course, you're learning new stuff, but things like, first year seminar and things like that, they're fun classes, and professors are definitely, they can be like a good friend, or they can be like your worst enemy. Some professors are difficult, some professors are nice, some professors are mean. Every teacher is different, and that's the same thing that goes for high school too. My professors were, I can't really complain about my professors. My professors were alright. I actually like some of my professors, and some of them I did not like so much. It was a lot of work. I spent a lot of my time studying. I focused on my academics because I'm paying thousands of dollars. I thought I need to focus on my schoolwork, and that's something that I kind of regretted. I wish I had done other things outside of the academic world, just to release some stress, because it was very stressful, especially when finals rolled around. It was complete stress, because you have, you could be like chilling, relaxing for a month or so, and then they throw papers, tests, everything at you, and they're hard. Like, I would have 6-page papers that I had to write, and they be due in a matter of days. One thing I would recommend though is do not procrastinate. You're only hurting yourself. I would try and space out all of my assignments. Definitely recommend getting a planner or something where you can write all of your assignments, so that you can have a broad span of what you need to do, and disperse all of your assignments for different days, rather than just compiling them all into one night and just cramming it in, because that's not going to help you whatsoever. So at the beginning, usually the first class usually just give you a syllabus, and a syllabus is basically just an overview of the class, what you're going to learn, what the class is about, and they usually have like a schedule, or like kind of like a timeline of everything that the teacher will be going over, all the homework assignments, when the tests are, everything. So definitely write down in your planner, so you're not like shocked, because some teachers will remind you of exams, others won't. So definitely have everything all in one, so that you know. This also kind of regards academics, but your academic advisor. That's kind of like your guidance counselor, like the person you can go to when you have issues or whatever. Get on your academic advisor's good side, because your academic advisor could be your best friend. My academic advisor was awesome. He took care of everything I needed to do. I was like in his office all the time, because sometimes when I would need something done, I would go to him and be like, I need this done, or I have a complaint about this, or in this class, I think I should be doing this, I think I should be doing that. I want to better myself in this class, and he would definitely send me to the right people, to where I needed to go. So your parents aren't around in college for most people. So you're really on your own, and you really need to be independent and be able to do things on your own, rather than, it's not like high school where you can just call up your parent and be like, in this class, I want to switch my class, and so, can you call the school and tell them that I want to be switched? There's no such thing. You need to do everything on your own. If it means going back to the same office again and again and again, that's what you need to do to get it done. Your parents aren't around to do it for you. You really need to be independent and do things on your own, and that's definitely something that I did. Step roommates. I lived on campus. I lived in a double, so I lived in a room with one other girl. My dorms were pretty small. I was kind of shocked when I walked in. I was like, that's it? It was very, very small. I lived on like a floor with a bunch of other people. They also had singles and quads with 4 people in them. And the rooms were much bigger, but I lived in a double with one other girl, and I did random, so I had no idea who I was going to be rooming with. I was like really scared. I was like, I hope I don't have someone weird or someone crazy. Like, I really had high hopes for I had heard so much negativity about roommates that I was kind of like, oh gosh, let's see how this goes. But I ended up loving my roommates. We're actually pretty close. We get along really well. She doesn't touch my stuff. She doesn't go through my stuff. Everything is pretty peachy keen. When we first got there, I don't know if some schools do this, but mine had a roommate agreement, and we went through everything. We laid out rules. We laid out how things should be, so that there was no confusion about anything. So everything was like, that's your stuff, that's my stuff. Let's try and work this out. We're not going to be living in this space together. But when I first found out that I had got my roommate and her name and everything, I emailed her, because they gave me her contact, which is her email, and I emailed her, just telling her a little bit about myself, and then she replied. She told me a little bit about herself. We just kind of went back and forth, and I kind of asked her, what are you going to bring to the room? This is what I was planning on bringing, so we kind of had an understanding of what each other was bringing, and so that when we went there, when we got to the school, we kind of knew a little bit about each other, so it wasn't super awkward, because I kind of knew what to talk about. Like, you kind of knew, because you had already discussed a little bit about it, and it turns out that her birthday is one day after mine, and we're both like Gemini, so we kind of have like the same mood. So we kind of get along in that way. But it was I got very lucky because I know some people did not have the same experience I did, but I got pretty lucky, and I get along with my roommate pretty well. That also brings me to the dorms. Like I said, I lived on a hall, so I shared it was like 5 or so showers, maybe like 10 toilets and 8 sinks, I think, and we all had to share that big bathroom. It's not the nicest thing, but I mean, it is what it is. It's college. I mean, what did you expect? Definitely, when it comes to college, you are also not in the same school with people that you've known since like the 1st grade. You're completely thrown into this world with people you've never even met before. I went to a school where I didn't know anyone. Orientation is when I started meeting people, but I was so nervous because I was like, I don't know anyone here. Like, no one from my high school went there. None of my friends outside of my high school went there. None of my family, friends, no one went to high school. So I was pretty nervous to start out, but I mean, it worked out. I met a lot of great people. You know, it's college. You just have to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be in a little bubble. You need to open up so that you can meet new people and talk to new people. That's definitely what I would recommend. Don't stay in your room too much. Definitely go out. I went to a lot of school events. Like, I would try to go to as many as I could because they're really good stress relievers. So I would try to go to as many as possible. But then again, like I said, I was very, focused on my academics, so I didn't go to as many as I would have liked to. Parties are definitely big at college. My school didn't do too many parties, and they weren't like outrageous. I don't think I really went to much, if any at all, but I've definitely heard about them. Definitely go with a friend. Don't really go anywhere on campus by yourself. Try not to. Just try and go with someone that you know, and just walk there together and walk back to your dorm, especially when it gets dark outside. Definitely have a buddy to go to parties with and be safe. I'm not like a teacher, so I'm not gonna tell you everything about it, but just be smart about your decisions. Don't drink and drive. Call a cab or something. Just don't do reckless stuff. Definitely be smart about your decisions because it is college and you are responsible for your own decisions. So definitely make sure you make the right ones. Also, what else am I gonna talk about? Oh my gosh. I forgot. Oh my goodness, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna talk about working. Unfortunately, my first semester I did not get a work study, even though I really, really wanted to. I didn't get the opportunity to get a work study, so I work off campus. I work at a mall nearby my school. It's about like a 15-20 minute drive on the shuttle. So the shuttle would come and pick up students and bring them there. And I would just go to the mall and work a couple hours a week just so I had something in my pocket because it's very expensive. Everything costs money in college. Even to go to an event, sometimes I'll be like, $9 to go to this event. I'll be like, I pay thousands of dollars to go here anyway. Why would you make me pay? But that's a college life. It's definitely an experience. It's definitely, you learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about other people. You definitely learn a lot. You're pretty much on your own, and you're just thrown into this life that we call college, and you just have to kind of fend for yourself, and it can be a great experience if you make it one. So that's all I have for now. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope it helps some of you in some sort of way or another. But definitely comment below if you have any advice on what you would like me to talk about or to do a video on. Definitely comment down below. You can follow me on, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And you can follow me on Twitter at As Told by Brandy, capital A, and then the small s, capital T, Told, and capital B, Brandy with a Y. And you can also follow me on Instagram at BNB73, right here. right there, and I'll also put it in the caption below. I hope you guys like this video, and